From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Evening Edition.
Well, it's no secret. A lot of people here in the Bay Area are struggling to pay rent. What you may not know is that a secretive algorithm could be driving prices much higher. Good evening, I'm Elizabeth Cook.
And I'm Ryan Yamamoto. Today, the city of San Francisco now pushing back. The supervisor leading the charge, calling it a new form of rent gouging. John Ramos on this first-of-a-kind ordinance.
Most of us assume that the high price of apartments in San Francisco are the result of supply and demand, but it turns out there may be something else at work here. In 2017, James Nelson was working in the banking industry when he noticed something strange happening in the rental housing market.
I had seen that something was not right. I was financing a lot of these multifamily properties, and the market had changed. So I started researching it in January of 19. And the first thing I saw was the name RealPage.
RealPage is a company that offers a data-based algorithm to landlords in large cities to help them set rental prices. Nelson has written the book on the company and says there's a good chance you're paying more because of it.
And that's basically what I found is we're paying double on our rent and our housing than what we should be.
Because of this?
Because of this.
Property owners supply RealPage with normally confidential information like pricing and number of vacancies, and the algorithm sends a so-called recommendation to all the landlords of what to charge for a unit in that area. But when large corporate owners all follow the recommendation, it ends up setting the price, usually a higher price.
RealPage is actually advertising that their software drives rents double digits higher than what a market would ordinarily command.
Lee Hepner is senior legal counsel for the American Economic Liberties Project. He says what RealPage is doing is a blatant case of antitrust industry collusion.
What they're doing in their entire business model is illegal. They are manipulating the market to fix prices and hike rents and remove really healthy competition from markets that should be responding to that competitive pressure and actually bringing rents down.
And now it's all starting to make sense to those in City Hall.
Think about this. There have been thousands of people with high-paying jobs that left San Francisco after the pandemic, and yet rents have not gone down. We still have the highest rents in the nation, and it turns out that a lot of this is because of price colluding software.
Board President Aaron Peskin is proposing an ordinance that would make it illegal to sell, license, or otherwise provide such an algorithm to landlords, or for landlords to use one.
So we will be the first city in the nation to ban the use of this price colluding software that are being used by real estate speculators to create artificially high rents.
There are lawsuits popping up all over the country over the software, and it's reportedly raised the interests of federal investigators and regulators. But San Francisco isn't waiting years for that to play out. They may be the first city to ban it, but there's a good chance they won't be the last.
And Peskin says the city has the authority to ban the software in the same way it regulates short-term vacation rentals. Late this afternoon, RealPage responded with a statement saying media reports and legal filings are false and misleading and that their software contributes to a healthier, more efficient rental housing ecosystem. This comes as President Biden announced a plan to set up a federal cap on rent prices. It would eliminate tax breaks for corporate landlords who raise rent more than 5% in a year.
Well,